Hello knitting friends, Shaina Bilow here. In this video I'm going to add a crocheted border to the bottom of this cardigan. This is my solstice shrug pattern and I made it a little bit longer for myself to be a cardigan in doubled wool. The shrug pattern has an intentionally kind of raw edge. It's not finished off with a ribbing or anything like that. It's a very simple piece, and that is intentional. In this cardigan, I decided that I wanted to add a border, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how to crochet along the bottom of a knit. The knitting needle that I used on this cardigan was a size US 9 or 5.5 millimeter. So that is what I'm going to use with the crochet hook as well. So you can either check the sizes millimeter wise of your needle and your hook, compare them that way, or you can even use a needle gauger and compare your knitting needle to your crochet hook by sliding them through the same hole on your needle gauge. But the idea is you want a hook that matches the knitting needle size. When working along the bottom of a piece or the top, anywhere that you have stitches that are upright, the ratio of crochet stitches to knitted stitches is 2 crochet stitches to 3 knit stitches to 3 knitted stitches. Basically what that means is that for every 3 knitted stitches, you're going to put 2 crochet stitches in. Let's begin by starting right at the corner. Insert your hook and pull up a loop from your border yarn. I'm then going to work just 1 chain at the edge to build up a little height. So as I mentioned, the ratio is 2 crochet stitches for every 3 knit stitches. However, I like to space that out and put a crochet stitch every 1.5 stitches. So I'm right now in this hole. Here's a 1/2 stitch, a full stitch, and the next 1/2 stitch. Every 1.5 stitches is where I'm going to be putting my crochet hook. You can either count the holes, so 1, 2, 3, or you can work into 1.5 stitch, however you want to see that. Some people who have a hard time seeing the stitches also just work every set measurement. So this is about 1 centimeter away or maybe 1/2 inch. So you can do that too, but for me I like to count the stitches. So 1/2 stitch, 1 full stitch, 1.5 stitches. Each hole, each space between the stitches counts as 1/2 stitch. So I've picked up my stitch. I'm now going to work a single crochet. So 1, 2, 3. Insert the hook, wrap and pull through. I have 2 stitches on my hook. I yarn over and I make a single crochet. I'm starting here with a base of single crochet. Then I'm going to work one more row of single crochet, and then I'll work my scallops. 1, 2, 3. Remember, each space is 1/2 stitch. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got the space inside of this A, and we've got the space in between. Each one of those is 1/2 stitch. So from here to here is 1 full stitch. 1, 2, 3. 1/2 stitches is 1.5 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Stab the hook in, wrap, bring through. 1, 2, 3. So the key here, of course, is making sure you have a nice ratio of crochet stitches to the knit stitches so that you don't get any ruffles or puckers or flaring. You want it to be nice and flat. So again, 2 crocheted stitches to every 3 knitted stitches, or 1 crochet stitch to every 1.5 stitches of knits. The goal of this video is not to teach you how to crochet, it's to teach you how to get your hook in the right place for your knitting, to recognize that ratio. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or right now you can see my stitch is right inside this line. Here's the next one of those. That would be 1 stitch away, so I'm going to go just to the left of that. The other benefit of counting the stitches and making sure you're putting your hook into, the exact same spot in every stitch across is that we will now have an equal number of stitches on both fronts, which will make working the scallop pattern a little bit easier to get symmetry with. Here I am at a seam. 1, 2, 3. I had a bit of a hard time getting into that stitch because it is so close to the seam, and I already wove in my tails on the sweater. I just wiggled it around and opened it up. If you need to, you can just go to the left or right. 1, 2, 3. It's okay to fudge a little bit. Here we are. So far, I'm going to get to the end of the row. I've made it to the end of that first row, all along the bottom of my sweater. I'm now going to turn the work, chain 1, and then work single crochets all the way back across. If you want an even wider border, certainly you could work double crochets to the other side. I just want a little base for my scallops. Right, I've made it to the end of my second row. So I have 1 row of single crochet from right to left, then I came back from left to right, and now I'm back on the right side, the front of my fabric, and I'm ready to begin the scallops. One thing I want to point out is that I will be making my scallop symmetrical. What that means is my first scallop is going right here on the 3rd stitch of the left front. When I get to the end on my right front, I'm going to make sure I have a scallop right there in the 3rd to last stitch. The way we'll do that is by adjusting as necessary on the back of the fabric. So I'm starting here with a single crochet. Now into my 3rd stitch, I'm going to work 5 double crochets. So I have my 5 double crochets. I'm going to skip a space and then work a single crochet in that next space. I skip, and then into this space I'm working 5 double crochets. So this pattern, the scallop pattern, is worked over 4 stitches, a multiple of 4 stitches. You scallop, skip, single crochet, skip, and scallop. If you want a more pronounced scallop than what I've got here, instead of working a single crochet, you can work a slipped stitch because it's a little shorter. The single crochet has more height than a slip stitch, so it rests a little taller between the scallops. I'm nearing the seam here where I want to make sure that my scallop starts there, but more importantly that I have a scallop ending right there, the 3rd stitch from the end. So I'm going to count backwards from there, from this 3rd stitch. So scallop, 1, 2, 3, scallop, 1, 2, 3, scallop, 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 scallop. Ooh, look at that. Perfecto. I'm going to do a single crochet right there, skip those 2, and then I have a scallop right where I need it to be. If you were off by a stitch or 2, you can skip a skipped stitch or skip 2 stitches if you need to in order to get your stitches into the right position. You could even decrease 2 together or increase 1 stitch if you need to on this row. I happen to have lucked out, and I don't need to adjust for mine. But again, you can fudge a little bit if you need to in order to get your scallops to land exactly where you want them. Here's my last scallop. And for symmetry, I'm going to end with a single crochet right at the edge. Cut my yarn and fasten off. My next step will be to work the same scallops on the cuffs of the sleeve, 2 rounds of single crochet, and then the scallops. Happy crocheting!